Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory. I have a lot of big plans for today, but I think that we have to start with fixing this because it's a mess. So last time we started with this beginner factory and it's awful. It's really bad. And I have to give myself some forgiveness because I was recording that at like 3 in the morning. But barring any forgiveness, we have to fix it now. So it's time to tear everything apart and put it back together again. And if you're not familiar with Satisfactory, that's basically like everything you do in this game. But while we're doing this, we can also expand a little bit and set up the copper and everything a little bit better too. So this works out a little bit. Oh, and we can add the mod frames in. That'll be really good, actually. We kind of need those. And all of the extra stuff that I pick up from destroying everything, I'm going to throw in here for now. We don't need any of that. Actually, we probably need some of those, but all of that we can throw in there. All of this. And that'll give us some points for our tickets, which I did let keep running for a little bit. And we currently have whatever 15 plus 21 is, 36 tickets to spend. I wonder if I can spend those really quick. We can go ahead and grab our conveyor wall mount. We can grab some wall power outlets, these label signs, because we did get our quartz. We have all of the available foundations to us. Oh, we should get these pathway patterns though. All right, how much is that? 37. That's cruel and unusual. All right, we'll get rid of the wall mounts. And something you can actually do when you're dismantling in this game is you can have your crates combined together. So my inventory is currently full, and so if I destroy a bunch of stuff right now, you can leave all of this highlighted and you can go wherever you want to dismantle it. I could run all the way out there and dismantle it, but we're gonna do it right next to our awesome sink right here. And we have our dismantle crate, and we're just gonna leave that there because everything that I dismantle now is gonna go into that. And now our platform is pretty much blank. I left the smelters over there because that's probably where they're gonna stay. But everything is now in here, so we can just start throwing it into this bin over time. The belts are slow, so it's gonna take a little bit for all of this to go through here and process, but it's there when we need it. I think we should probably also have 50 smart plating somewhere, yeah. So we could go ahead and turn in the next phase into our space elevator, but I think we're gonna save that. So we could go turn in our next mission into the space elevator over there, but I think we're gonna save that for a little bit. Maybe we'll do it at the end of the episode because first I have to fix this. And the very first thing I'm gonna do is expand this platform more this way so we can just get the copper its own little section because it was too crammed over here. Because something I realized while editing the last part is that I kept saying that everything was temporary, and that is true. However, it might be less temporary than I thought. I don't know where any of the nodes in the world are. So even if I want to move my base, I can't do that without exploring a little bit first and figuring out where I want to build it. We do have the opportunity to try and make this look a little bit better, so let's do that really quick. We can grab some of these 1 meter foundations and stick them like that. I saw a design that I really liked on Reels, I think, or TikTok, one of the two, where someone made it so that there's a whole blueprint platform that they place below their miners, and I kind of want to yoink that later, but for now I don't have blueprints, so we can't do that. And so now we have this platform here, and we can just take our miner that we just dismantled and just replace it and line it up with the platform. And that's on a global grid, so it's always going to be flush with this now. So I can take this, and that's, if I put it in straight, I can always get a straight line from that. I say that it's not straight. Why isn't this straight? That looks straight with the line there, which means something else is wrong, I think. No, these are lined up perfectly, so I think that, I don't know. It's a problem that we just have to deal with, which is my least favorite type of problem, but, oh well. I forgot I can't fly. Help! Now the best way to fix this is just to turn it so we can come this way and then come over here, and now we'll always be straight. And instead of storing the ore in bins like we were before, we're going to put it straight into smelters and store the ingots, because that's much more efficient. Now because the node is pure, this is going to output 120 with the Mark 1 miner, so we can smelt, I believe, with 4 smelters on one line. Yeah, so copper in 30, out 30. So let's get 4 storage containers. You want to put the containers down first so that you space the smelters correctly. I think that if I put that there, you can line these up perfectly. Those smelters and storage bins are the same size. I definitely knew that already, and I'm not surprised by that news. Anyway, stick that in there. Actually, gonna make my life a little bit easier and just go straight into the splitter, I think. Okay, so we're going to take this belt straight into the splitter. It curves a little at the end, but it still looks fine. And these are all connected up. And we just need to make sure they're connected to power, and we'll bring them their own power poles since there's exactly 4. Actually, I'm going to need 2, huh? All right, we'll just take these and connect them up. And we have 4 smelters ready to go. I just need to get main power back over here, but I think I'm going to wait for that for a minute. So the only thing we're making with copper right now is copper cable, which then turns into wires. So I think we're just going to set up 4 constructors that do the cable, and then 2 more that do the wire, and we should be good to go. I think I said that backwards just now, but you know what I mean. And you may remember that I went out of my way to get this iron wire recipe, and you might be wondering why I'm not using it right now. It's because we have this copper node right here, and we're not hurting for the copper right now. We're also not hurting for the iron, but I think we're hurting for the iron more than we are the copper. But we will come to a time where we need that iron wire recipe. Okay, so the cables need 60 wire per minute, and this uses 15 to make 30, so 2 of these should be going into this, theoretically. I think I'm going to set this up like a proper manifold, actually, because we have so much copper to do this with. Okay, so I just set up 2 rows of 8 constructors. I'm sorry, 2 rows of 4 constructors for a total of 8. And we're going to need to combine all of the belts that come out of here into it. But once we do, we'll have a perfect amount for this manifold. And we can run that into a couple of cable constructors. And then also just have a storage bin for the wire itself. Good plan, great plan. Alright, that is all set up. We have everything connected and going to this merger right here, and it's probably going to go into a splitter itself to go into the cable constructors. That's to be determined, but I want to power up the smelter just to show everything going. Make sure that I have it all set up correctly. Alright, the miner and smelter should be online now. Look at it, there it is. It's going to take a minute to warm up, but once it does, it's going to take 120 copper per minute, put it into these 4 smelters, which process 120 copper per minute, and they will go into these storage bins to then be extracted and taken to these constructors, which also eat 120 per minute. And that's what we call peak efficiency around here. I don't know what I was doing over there yesterday, but today's different. And there we go, we have copper smelting and coming out. Now, with systems like this, it is best to let them back up a little bit, so I'm going to let the copper fill up and come over here and kind of reach the end of the line before I turn all these constructors on. In the meantime, we'll figure out our cable constructor. Oh, and something else just to help you guys, if you come in here and you select your recipe and you Control-C, Control-V, you can actually paste all the settings into the machine, so you don't have to go into each individual one. Okay, so we have 8 constructors making 30 wire per minute, so 30 times 8, 240. Okay. And our cables are made with 60 wire per minute, so I could do 4, but that would be all of our wire, and we want some of it extra. So I think we'll do 2 constructors to make 120 cable per minute, or I'm sorry, it would be 60 per minute, but we'd be eating 120 wire per minute. And then we'll have half of it exactly extra to put into a storage bin. And conveniently, I can fit 2 constructors here, I think, pretty well. Alright, we're going to take this belt, put it in here. It's going to split up into these cable constructors. And we're actually going to delete this and put another splitter here. It might seem a little redundant, but basically, this is going to be all of our 240 wire per minute. And so I want it to come in here and then split exactly in half. So we do this way, and half of it is going to go into both these constructors. The other half will bring around here. And we'll put it into a storage container. So now we have 120 and 120, and 120 is going to go in here, 120 is going to go in there and split between those 2. If we were to pull it off of this one, we would have really weird numbers because it would be 120 here, 60 here, and then 30 here, but this would overflow, and it would just take a lot more time to catch up than if we just do it this way. And we're just going to connect all of the cable stuff up and put it into its own storage container. I need to place it forward a little bit. And there we go, now we have a cable storage bin and a wire storage bin. And just like that, our copper area turned from like 2 machines into 10. So that's how this game goes. And our copper is backing up, so I'm going to start connecting these machines up. I just have to figure out how I want to do it. I think I'm going to do what I did last time. I just put power poles every corner. And we'll connect all of these up and then connect them to our machines, and hopefully there's enough of them. I also just realized I might not be making enough power to optimize everything like this. Everything is powered up and nothing is blown yet, so I think we're good for now. And same thing from the smelters to here. We're going to wait for these to back up a little bit before I turn on the cable ones. In the meantime, let's go start looking at our iron production because it is a hot mess. Well, it was a hot mess, so I deleted everything. And I think one thing I'm going to change is last time I had both this iron node and that one up there coming over here to these smelters because I wanted them all to be together, but being able to separate them is actually kind of a gift. So same thing with the copper, these eat 30 and put out 30. And this does 120 over here, so 4 smelters should be 1 node. I was using 2 because at some point I tricked myself into believing that these only carried 60 items per minute, not 120. So I don't know where I got that idea from, but we're gonna fix it now. But first I am gonna do what I did with the other one and place some foundations here. All right, we replaced our miner, put that there, and then we can just have smelters right here. Actually, smarter, I should put them over here. Yeah. Just pick a good spot for our splitters. Right there looks good. We'll put it right on the edge. And that's just so we know how far we want these in. And these are now all belted up. Let's get them powered. 1, 2, 3, and bang, bang, boom. All right, perfect. And oh, we have to power the miner. There we go. That should start spitting out all the resources we need over here. And now, different from the copper, and I probably should have done it this way for the copper as well, but I didn't think about it until just now. We're actually going to use 1 storage bin instead of 4 for this. Technically, it would be best if we had 2 storage bins because we can only pull out 120 per minute from 1 storage bin, and oh wait, no. We're making 120. Yeah, this is right. This is where I got confused last time. We are not falling for it again. Not today. No, no, no. All right, now we have 120 iron ore going into 4 smelters, making 120 iron ingot, which goes into this storage container. So we're gonna copy and paste that over here. Actually, I'm wondering if I should just move the smelters up here. We're already building in midair over here. We've accepted our fate and decided we have to do that. And it will look good at one point, but it may not be today. So yeah, I think I'll just make enough space for 4 smelters up here and then just belt it over there. All right, these are now all powered up, and I don't think anything's in the way for us to just belt it down. All right, this is all set up. We have this going, and now our iron ingots are going to go down there, and we just have to decide where all the machines are going to go. And at this point, I'm going to show you a tool I use. This is called Satisfactory Modeler. It's free on Steam. I found it because of Kibitz, but I'm sure that basically every big Satisfactory YouTuber uses it. It allows you to plan your factories out pretty well. And so you can go ahead and come in here and build up everything that you need. And so to make smart plating, you have to have rotors and you have to have the reinforced plates, which require the plates and the screws and rods. And the reason I'm doing this is because you can set it to show all the material that you have and what you'll need. And so if I used all of the available iron I had right now, I would actually be able to make 576 smart plating per minute, which is insane. Definitely not needed. What we're going to use this for is actually planning which of our nodes are going to do which thing, because we need to be able to make mod frames as well right now, which require rods, which we'll be making in both things. So it doesn't super matter. This uses less iron, it looks like, so it might go up here. Oh, and this is making our reinforced plates, so that would actually make a lot of sense. We just connect all of that up like that. And you can even like change the order of these so that it's not as hard to visualize. Oh, I just realized why these numbers are so big. It's because I have this set to number of machines instead of parts per minute. There we go. This makes a lot more sense. And so I'm just going to use this really quick to decide how I want to lay out everything. All right, I have our awesome things picked up, and our first order of operations is we're going to build some constructors down this way. All right, constructors are built, and we just need to set them. So we have 3 going into iron plates, 1 going into the alternate cast screws, and I'm actually going to throw these in there. And then this last one is going to be iron rods, and we're actually going to underclock this to 67%. And we're doing this at 67% because if we did it at 100, we actually wouldn't have enough iron for the rest of the system. So we have to underclock this, and this is exactly how much we need, so this is what it's going to be. But just so you know, if you want a really precise number, you can do like fractions and things in here, supposedly. Oh, that's right. You have to do, if you want like a perfect third, you have to do 100 divided by 3. If you want 2/3, you can do divided by 1.5, I believe. Yes. So this is technically what it should be. But we are producing enough iron where the difference between 2/3 and 67% won't make a difference. It's just if it gets much higher than this, we're going to run into issues. All right, let's get these powered up, and we have the first part of our base, or rebuild, I guess I should say, finished. Oh, I just realized the reason that we needed those numbers is because I was planning on producing 60 iron plates per minute because we need them to build things, but I could just lower that number and have more rods as well. Yeah, let's actually change this to iron rods. And we can just straight up store these. So these two at the end are going straight into storage. And really the only two machines we need for this side are these two. So we're going to combine our rods and screws into rotors over here, and then the rest is going to happen over there. So we will plop down our assembler, put that like that, put that in there. This is also going to be underclocked to 50%. The only problem with this is we're not making extra rotors. Should I fix this, actually? I'm running into the same inefficiency problems that I was running into yesterday, and I used a whole planer for this. Okay, actually a really simple solution. I just changed this one to screws, and now this is making 100 screws, which I think was the bottleneck, so I can raise this to 75%. 15 rods per minute, 75 screws per minute, and I believe that's what we're doing. If I don't underclock this one. And then we can just underclock this one instead. There we go. Because this is just our backup rods. We don't need that to be super fast. But we need this to keep up or it's going to bottleneck the whole system. So let's throw a merger right here. Get that going in there. And we're letting the system back up. As you can see here, this does not have enough iron in it yet. It will if you give it enough time. So like down here, this is full, so now everything is going to force its way this way. And once this one's full, it will continue to do the same down the line. We just have to wait for it to catch up. But we're gonna throw our rotors into this storage bin. I just need to, actually we're not gonna power that up yet. We shall wait until everything is caught up. In the meantime, over here, we're gonna start our second part. Okay, we have all of the constructors we need. Let's get them belted up. Oh, and I built this little half wall here just to kind of separate the copper and iron side. I thought it was fine. There's a little part over there that's a little goofy, but it'll do. Little things like that turn your house into a home. You know what I mean? All right, everything is all belted up, so our iron is coming out here, and it's going to split itself between these, just like the other ones. And these ones actually require a lot more underclocking because we were using all 120 iron ingot to do this side. So first we have iron rods at 80%. We have 2 full cast screws, and then a third cast screw at 16%, and then 2 full plates followed by a 70% plate. All right, the iron has filled this line, so we're gonna start powering these up so that they can start backing up. Oh, I could use our new wall connectors right here, but not sure that that would look very good. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the power pole and push it into the wall so that it's like part of it. Oh, and here's another tip for you. If you press H, you lock these into place, just like I said last time, and if left and right, move it back and forth. But if you hold control, you actually do micro nudges. So this is a full nudge, and this is a micro nudge. So using that, we can get that into our wall there, get all of this connected a little bit. And this is where I start to get nervous about our power, because I think we were already pretty close to maxing it out. Oh no, we have like 100 megawatts to play with. We're chilling. All right, we're all powered up and we just need to get them going into the next machines. So the screws and plates are gonna go into 2 assemblers, and one of the assemblers is gonna be underclocked as well. No, I think that's perfect. Yeah, we just need to put that there. Brilliantly shaped around this cliff. Actually, it's kind of perfect. And so here I have to decide what's going to go in the air because we can't put everything on the floor. It would overlap. So I think plates might be easiest to lift up. Actually, no, I think it would be screws because the first screw thing is here. All right, we're going to put that like that, and those 3 are plates. So this is screws. This is screws. We're going to merge these 2 screws together. This might still be too close, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no, that's still not gonna work. We have to make this... Actually, I wonder... You know what I should do? Okay, I have an idea. We're gonna line this first input up with the screw just like this. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna line this first one up. It needs to be a little further back than this one was. And now if I go like this, those should be lined up. I have to rotate this merger. There we go. And now the screws that are being made here will merge there and then come here and split. And I don't have to put a splitter here, but it makes it so that these line up perfectly. If I didn't have this splitter like this, I would have to wrap around in the air. And so this just makes it look better. And the rest of this should be easy. I just need to split the iron plates. We actually can do one splitter for that as well. And even after all of that moving of these assemblers, I still would prefer them to be a little further out. But this works, and so it's fine. Okay, both of these are going to be reinforced plates, and we're going to underclock this one to 80. And before we power these on, we're going to let these finish backing up, because as you can see, this iron still hasn't made it all the way to the end, and so this one is going to run out of material if I keep using it. But that's why you put the underclock ones at the end of the line, because they need the least amount of iron, and they're the ones that get split the most times. So while we're waiting for that to back up, let's continue down this line. So 4 of these reinforced plates are actually going to get stored per cycle, which is why I needed every single iron plate, because that's currently what we make our conveyors out of, so I want to have a lot of them. And so actually, I think I'm going to switch these. This is going to be our 5 per minute, and this is going to be our 4 per minute, because this is the one that's going to get stored. So we can take these and put them straight into a storage container, and we are done with them. Then all we need is 2 more assemblers. One is going to go right here because it's going to use those rods. I think I'm going to place it like that though. So we just merge these all together into that left input there. And then the other input is the reinforced plates. So we're going to belt that over this way. And there we go. Now our reinforced plates, when they start making, will come in here. And this is going to be our modular frames. No underclocking needed. This will do the perfect amount. And I'm going to store those right next to it, actually. So we're just going to take this and go like that. Perfect. Now the next assembler is going to be a little weirder because it's going to be a smart plating. So we need those right there, or well, it would technically be this, and this right here. And it's going to be a little weird because one of these uses 2 and the other uses 3. So it's not quite perfect, and I could load balance it, but what will eventually happen is the mod frames will fill up. Oh no, the smart plating will fill up. That actually uses less reinforced plates than the mod frames. And the mod frames are less important right now, so that actually works out. I just have to decide how I'm going to put the assembler. I can actually kind of put it here maybe? If I put a storage container right here, how does that fit? Yeah, I think this works. And then we don't have to do a bunch of crazy conveyors. We can just kind of go, does this go straight in here? No, but we can go like this, and then it can go straight in there. And then this one can do the same. And that's smart plating. All right, and just like that, we have everything fixed, so everything looks much better and behaves much better too. And honestly, it didn't take me too long. I spent an hour and a half on it, but considering that's about how long I spent on it the first time, that's not too bad. And now the last thing I'm going to do is come up here to where our quartz was, because I actually made a little beginning quartz thing here. And this quartz crystal actually sinks for more than the smart plating. So I want to be sinking these, but I'm not currently making enough to store and sink them, so I have to fix that really quick. And using the same factory planner, I can have 1 full silica machine and 2.6 of these constructors here, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, we have fixed everything up. We have 2 additional constructors, and so the quartz is going to prioritize the one that's getting stored, and then any overflow we have is going into these 2 constructors, which will feed the awesome sink. And with that out of the way, it's time for us to go exploring. We're going to go down into this area and start looking around for some summer sloops, Mercer spheres, crash sites, the works. And I'm also looking for resource nodes because I don't know what they are, so I have to figure it out. And I want to build down here eventually, so I need to know what that is ahead of time. And I'm just gonna hope I don't die to some crazy stuff while I'm over here, because I have a feeling that it's going to be filled with a lot of enemies that are tough. I'm also not using the interactive map to map out where the Mercer spheres and everything are, because those don't move, but I don't really feel like I need to do that right now. I like to explore and find things naturally when I can. Speaking of which, hello Stinkies. I lost one. Where did the third one go? Ah! Alright, that is all of those dead, and now that's normal, and that's normal. That's still pretty good. We're just gonna mark these on the map. I'm gonna keep them off the compass and everything. Oh, I can give them a subcategory. That's pretty cool. Apply, and then it shows up here, so if I ever need to know where iron is, I can find it. That's kind of sick, actually. Moving on, I think I want to find myself to the north coast of this part, because then we can kind of outline it. Oh, I see a crash site. Hopefully it doesn't need anything insane to unlock it. We do have 2 spitters that are here. Ow. Come here. Jesus Christ. I'm realizing I should probably also pick up any fruit that I see along the way to heal myself, because this is going to be a painful journey. Alright, let's see. Can I just open this? Repairs needed mod frames. I wish I had brought some with me. So I guess we'll do the same thing that we did. It just deleted the name. Okay, we'll come back for this one later. It is marked on my map. I'm going to grab these and eat them before I die. We have a resource node over here. Let's check this out. It looks like copper to me. Copper pure. Nice. Suppressor! Yeah. Alright, give me my Mercer sphere. What do you want, Ada?
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Yeah, whatever that means. Okay, so we have a hard drive over here. The problem is that it's got 2 fly things, which you can actually sneak up on by crouching. The problem is that if I try to crouch around that guy, he's not going to let that fly. I wonder if I can get him up here before they see me. He's also a big one, so it's going to take quite a few hits. Okay, he sees me. Bring it on, buddy. Ow. Oh, he might just straight up kill me. Stop running. I got him right where I want him. He has me right where he wants me. How many hits does this guy take? Oh, that many. We did it. And now, I'm gonna try and crouch up on these things. I don't think I can slide down the hill towards them either, so I just have to slowly walk towards them. Almost there. Take that. You would think that they would open up once they got hit, but I guess they're not that smart. Sneak on over to this one. And dead. Alright, now we're free to gather all of our loot. And what do you need to open? Ah, it's copper sheets. See, I can't make copper sheets yet. Actually, I think I can. I think I researched something that allows me to, but I didn't know that. Pretend I can't, though. And this allows us to get all this stuff super early. Steel pipe. We have so much good stuff on us now. I don't know why I have 5 stacks of copper wire on me. We're just going to toss that. Oh, more reinforced plates. I've picked up like 200 of those reinforced plates just from running around. I do have a checklist of things that I want to find while I'm out here. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we're going to try. Oh. Okay, these fart clouds are eating me alive, but I want that summer sloop. I do not have anything to heal myself either, so I just have to stand here and wait. Wonder if that might be just outside. It's not. Uh-oh. Well, I had a feeling that would happen a few times, so no worries. We just have to go and pick that stuff back up. But I definitely need to find more berries and things to take with me along the way. I also need to be picking up these bacon plants because they heal for like your entire health bar. I don't know why I was just ignoring them earlier. Wait. Oh, this is like a cave. Holy! Oh, there's mycelia down here. And a purple slug? Okay, I have to come back here because I don't have any of my materials to... I brought exactly only a stack of rods so that I could make ladders for an occasion where I get my stuff stuck in a hole. You know what I should have done is I should have brought mod frames too for that hard drive, but I'm not as smart as some of the other people that live. I ran so much further than I thought I did, which is both good and bad because I covered a lot more ground than I thought, but also, why is this death crate so far? Alright, here's the fart field. And I got the Sommer sloop right before I died, so I should just have to grab the death crate. Go, go, go! Take all! Oh, this is a safe zone. I'm fine. Alright. We have successfully gathered all of our things. I guess I should actually put some of our gear back on. Oh, there's a geyser here. I wonder if the geysers move with the randomized nodes. I don't think they would. Because they're not technically... Well, they're a resource and it is a node. Something to think about. Oh, that's a big boy. Can I not fight him? I don't think I have many options right now. Alright. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. These things hurt, man. Probably should have brought alien protein with me. Anyway, we're gonna add this sulfur to our map, and I should probably give these better icons, but I didn't think about it. I'm also gonna mine some of this because I need it for research. Alright, we have a full stack. That should be plenty. Look. Oh my god. Wait, this is insane. Is that something too? Okay, hold on, wait. This beach could be huge. Okay, we have a normal sulfur node here. I'm actually just gonna change this one. If it will let me. I'm just gonna change this one to 2, because they're close enough. I'll find it. But most importantly, we have uranium and SAM right here. Jesus Christ. Okay, he sees me. We're in battle. I'm gonna die. Run. Oh my god, there's a spitter over there as well. Okay, we need to defeat this thing. But I have no more food. Oh, what I could do, hold on. Can I make this? Yes. I can take all of the remnants I've gotten so far and turn them into protein and eat those. Wait. Oh, that's, you don't eat those, you have to research them first. I need 20 barrel nuts in order to make a medicinal inhaler. And we've blown our power grid. Okay, everything's going bad, but it's fine. Alright, where did Mr. Stinky go? I see him. I wish there were ranged weapons. I mean, there are. I just don't have them. Wonder... I'm willing to skip the Mercer Sphere, but I have to get to this SAM node. So hopefully they just won't see me over here. Okay, let's add this to our map really quick. It's impure, which is fine. Okay, we have that noted, and I can do the uranium one too. I don't have to technically be right next to it. I don't know what its purity is. I'll just put question marks for when I'm braver. But this is huge because we can mine this and we can research a lot of stuff with it.
The strange alien matter, colloquially known as SAM, seems to be in its dormant crystalline state, meaning it won't break down your body into its base atomic components on touch. This living matter is extremely versatile and has countless applications. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application, as well as a secure method of awakening.
Actually going to drop a MAM right here. And one, I can start cooking a hard drive. Oh, I shouldn't have done that actually, because now I can't research this. That's fine, I know how much I need, it's just going to take a hot minute for me to get. And we have some villains that are pretty close to us, so I'm really worried they're going to see me. Wonder, do I have the stuff to put a miner on this? Because that would be a lot faster. Oh, I can't power it, duh. How much power does it take? 5 megawatts? Maybe I can power it. If I take one of these biomass burners, I do have some solid fuel I can throw in there, so that'll burn for a while. Long enough for us to get enough SAM, at least. Okay, so I ended up setting up a little bit of a base here and just kind of chilling out and collecting SAM over time. I've unlocked a few of the things that we need. The fluctuators I'm not able to do right now because it requires steel beams, or not steel beams, steel pipes. In the copper wire, which I just threw a bunch of out. And I do have some steel pipe, but I found it on the ground, and I don't want to use it for that. But pretty soon after that, I'll be able to do this and then get the summer sloops for production amplifier, which is sick. I'm also trying to collect as much of this as possible and turn it into the reanimated SAM because it's a 4-to-1 recipe. So I need a lot of it. But for now, I think we're gonna pack up and make our leave. We're gonna leave this here. This will keep going for not very long, to be honest, but it'll be something to come back to. Let's get out of here without getting jumped by a bunch of critters. Okay, I'm looking out for things that could be cool or fun, and I'm not seeing anything, so we'll just keep on trucking. I think we're pretty close to the spawn. Yeah, I think that down here is a spawn for, I forget what the area is called. It's not the Dune Desert, it's the other one, like Rocky Desert or something. Okay, if this is the area I think it is, there should be a crash pad somewhere, maybe over there. Oh, there's the hard drive. See, I knew it was around here somewhere. Sorry, but this is my shipwreck. You can't have it. All right, what do I need for this? Some rotors that I already have, perfect. Let's drop this into the MAM. You can do this anywhere. The MAM is like it's like cloud-based. You can destroy the MAM, it'll keep going. I don't have any MAMs currently in the world. Actually, I do have one in my base, but if I didn't, it would still work, is the point. And over here, there's a rock with a purple slug on it. We're not gonna worry about that right now, but what we are gonna worry about is there are some resource nodes over here. So we're just gonna check it out and see what they are. Okay, we have a normal Caterium node. I actually need a bunch of Caterium, so we're gonna set up a little bit of a base right here as well. All right, I don't really have a way to power this, huh? Put that there. We're gonna have to pick up some material. While I'm doing that, I can look at these other nodes though. We have a normal limestone right here. Okay, 2 normal limestones. Oh, wait, there's another limestone over here. And this is also normal, so we have 3 normal limestones right here. Oh, I can make biomass out of the alien protein I've gotten. And it crafts 100 at a time. That's a lot of power we can actually put into this thing. 10 per minute. Let's actually rotate this. Sweet. We can run that for a hot minute. That's a good cheat code. I had no idea. And actually, how much power does this use if I triple overclock it? It's still below this. And this burns at the same speed no matter what, so that's worth doing. And there's actually enough of the barrel nuts around here for me to research the medicinal inhaler. So we have that going for us too. Wait, is this a node right here? Or is this just rocks? I think it's just rocks. Yeah, it is. We do have some over here though that we can look at while we're waiting. Looks like they're iron nodes. I have to kill this thing first to find out for sure. We have a normal and normal iron node right here. And another normal limestone. A lot of limestone around here. Sweet, a lot of nodes around here. They're kind of lackluster though. But they are something that we'll have for later. Okay, our hard drive is done cooking, so we can come in here. This is a good recipe. Yeah, we'll take that. And then we can also start our Caterium tree. So we have the 50 iron or Caterium ingot. I just finished making that. And now I can make the quick wire. It might just take me a few minutes, but that's fine. I could set up a little mini base here actually for this. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. Okay, I went ahead and set up a little mini base here for the Caterium. We have a biomass burner and then the miner, which pulls out 60 per minute. It goes into this constructor, and I have it slightly overclocked just so that it takes exactly that and outputs the right amount. And the same thing. Oh, actually, this does not take that many. This is 20 per minute. I could overclock this. That's 18. I don't want to use any more power shards than that, so I think that this will be fine. And out here comes our quick wire. We need 500 of it, I think, for the next research. Take a quick look. Oh, we only need 100 actually, so we should be done with that pretty soon. I might need more after that, though. We'll see how far we can get down this tree without having to go back to the base. Also, discovering you can use the alien protein to make the biomass is so huge for temporary bases like this because the biomass burns for long enough that like you don't have to worry about the biofuel, and you make so much of it just by killing one creature. And Lord knows we are getting jumped by everything around here. All right, let's grab this quick wire and go to our MAM really quick. We can unlock this. And now we can access Power Poles Mark II. We need a lot of Caterium, and we also need a lot of quick wire from the Caterium, I should say, in order to use it. So we're gonna wanna find, or sit here and wait. We're not finding anything, but we're gonna wanna wait for this to build up a little bit more so we can take some home. All right, we can research our Power Pole Mark II now. Let that do its thing. And this is very nice because now these have 7 attachments that you can do if it finishes loading. There we go. Which is hugely convenient, but it also leads to some further really cool stuff. And where we really want to be is down here, but I don't think that we can do this. We need steel first. Or at least have to find more, and those high speed connectors. Pretty rare finds, but if we can manage it, that would be huge. But I think we're going to leave this here and continue cooking, and we're going to keep exploring and looking for new things. Okay, now I actually want to turn around before too long because I'm going to start getting really far away, and I don't want to do that. But I know up here to the right there are some islands, and they normally have all of the oil. Well, not all of the oil. They usually have oil. And so I'm very curious if I can see what's over there. It's also a little deadly over here, so we're going to have to be a little careful. Okay, I see an iron node, but it has a few spitters next to it, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. I see a Mercer sphere over there, a blue power slug. Oh, there's another SAM node over here. What are you guarded by? I'm scared to ask. There's a spitter right there. Hopefully he won't see me, although he is kind of walking right towards me. And there's also the fly trap over here, but we can take that out so long as this guy doesn't see me. I don't know if bushes actually hide me. He's walking into the SAM node. I really have no idea how the attention of the megafauna is in this game. Okay, this is a normal SAM node. We're gonna come over here, and I'm gonna mark that. All right, all marked up. So now we know we can come back over here. Let's keep moving. I believe I see a crash site in the distance. There's a spitter right next to that fly thing, so I'm not gonna go over there. Just gonna keep running. It looks like that's a coal node. If it's too dangerous to mark a node, I'm gonna skip it unless it's a really good node like uranium or SAM or Caterium. I think those are the big 3 right now. Oh, that's not good. Well, I do have a bunch of barrel nuts on me now, I believe. Yeah, 60. Oh, and he sees me, so I guess we're fighting. Jesus Christ. Ow, I'm stuck inside of him. Oh, there's computers here. We definitely need this stuff. I'm inside of him again. I can't see. Got him. Okay, we're in a precarious situation though, because there's 4 hogs over there and there's another big spitter over there. So we have to be a little careful not to upset anybody. Oh, we got some rhubarb. Oh, this is free? Nice. Some plastic, some packaged fuel, computers. And I believe I can sneak around this family of hogs and grab this yellow power slug. Sweet. What else is over here? I know that like all of the ore nodes are kind of somewhere over here. And so those are going to be randomized. I'm going to see if I can find out what they are without having to go too far. Oh, I'm getting jumped. I'm out of here. Oh, hello? Stuck. Goodbye. I guess we will see what's over here ourselves. All right, let's try this again and take a look around. We've got... I might go for that. Nope, we are definitely not going for that, actually. A lot of flies over here, yellow power slug. I don't see any of the nodes, actually. I may have passed them already by accident. There's a coal one over there. It may have all turned into coal. Oh, there's a crash site over there. Okay, we'll go for that, and then we're gonna turn around, I think. Come here, boy. Ow. Whoa. Oh, there's one behind me. All right. Let's get the little one first. Ow. Uh-oh. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. How many hits do you take? Jesus. There we go. All right. Whew. Okay, anything else want to fight? No? Cool. And what do you want? Oh, it's free again. Let's go. Let's actually drop one of these into the MAM really quick. Hard drives can. Oh, and there's some motors over here. Okay, I think that's everything that I'm going to do for now. So let's start running back. Grab this Mercer sphere. It looks like there's one hog protecting it. Oh, I hear a second one. Oh, and some flies. I made a mistake. Okay, we have to get the flies first. These hurt. Oh my god, I don't even know where all these things are coming from. Okay. Is that everything? I'll stand still, and if something attacks me, I'll know it's not everything. Come here, boy.
The effigies ripples through our temples, our veins nearly touch. It is shy, notes shall be taken and played.
From a certain perspective, your brain looks like it is processing language, but there is no auditory data. If you are hearing voices that are not mine, this is no cause for concern. It is a common side effect of extreme pressure and stress.
I think if I don't find my own Wilson soon, I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, back at our Caterian base, let's grab what we can. Oh, that's so much. Oh, but I have a full inventory. That's a problem. We can throw any leaves and wood in here that we have found. I'll also break up all of the creatures that have decided to attack me. And we'll turn those into biomass and just throw them into the system right here. This is actually almost full. I don't really know what to do about that. I guess I'll leave these as alien protein and not break them up. And we can throw out some of our other stuff that we don't need. Okay, let's grab all the Caterium we can. And we actually want some ingot as well, I think. We'll grab some raw too, just in case. And we'll start venturing back towards the hub. I don't believe we've been here yet. Yeah, if we go straight back, we haven't seen any of this. So hopefully we'll see something new and exciting along the way. Yeah, you can't reach me up here, can you? Uh-huh. There's a Mercer sphere right there. I'm gonna try and pull out the ladder and do it preemptively so that this hog can't get me. I missed. Uh-oh. Okay, we made it. Oh, there's flies. All right, we got our Mercer sphere. Okay, I think I see some resource nodes over there. I'm gonna try and go to those and mark them really quick. Okay, there's a hog up here. Oh, I think that's oil though. All right, let's take a look. We've got crude oil normal. We have copper normal. And we have limestone normal. All right, we have all of those mapped out for future me. So if I ever need it, I mean, that's the first oil I've seen so far. So that's probably going to be the most important thing right there, unless I find a better place for it. I'm going to try and swing this way because I think we've been over this side. Oh, we have. Yeah, there's not much new to see over here unless we go up this hill. And then otherwise, there's not much. If you're ever lost, though, you know how to get back home. There's a giant pole that is from our base. Oh, our MAM research just completed. Let's go ahead and grab that. We're gonna find concrete. Fine concrete could actually be pretty good. We do have a quartz thing right next to our base. Yeah, let's research that. Why not? And we'll start cooking the next hard drive and get out of here. All right, and we are back home to our burnt out power system, so we're just gonna fix that really quick. And I'm gonna take all of the things that we fought again, turn the rest into protein, just the last little bit from the last few fights, and then turn it into biomass for our system. And let's get this thing jump started. All right, will that turn back on? Yes, it will. Okay, so that's powered. So now we can go ahead and do this. Oh, we do not have a container for this, so I'm gonna have to kind of manually supplement this. Actually, this is a merger. I could throw a storage thing here really quick. We can kind of like build it into the mountain, I think. That's pretty cool looking. Yeah, I kind of like that a lot, actually. It's kind of goofy, but it works. Okay, and now we have a ton of biomass getting turned into solid biofuel, so we should be good on power for a bit. This power cycle did last many hours for me, so we'll wait for that hard drive to finish cooking, and then we'll finish researching everything we need to. In the meantime, how are our machines doing? Everything looks like it's running still. How many reinforced plates do we have? 100. Is there an issue, or is there exactly 100? Oh, the screws are actually slow. How's that possible? I did the math. Everything was perfect. Well, I can just underclock I guess I should say, this one a little bit. Turn that up and see if that fixes things. But this was the system that kind of used every bit of iron ingot, and it is backed up, and I just don't know how. Wait, what's happening over here? Oh. I had a whole other machine making screws. I thought these were both iron rods, but it's only one iron rod machine. I see. Okay, so we can put this one back down to what it was, which was 8%. And then we just need to attach this one to our splitters. Fortunately, a very easy fix. You just kind of got to go like that. And now these should fill up of screws, or with screws, I should say. I'm going to supplement someone into this. And that should cause it to back up. I can't believe I had a whole machine that just wasn't attached to the system. Oh. Wait, how's that possible? My max consumption is above my capacity now. And so if all the machines are on, it will break. But we weren't using that many. But if one goes down, we are no longer making enough power. So I think this one ran out. Yeah. And now it has one in there because it backfilled. So we can turn it back on and be fine for now, but it's gonna go back out in 15 seconds. Are these Mark II all the way down? No, they're not. So that'll help a little bit. And actually, how much is this making? This makes 60 per minute, and these eat 4 per minute, right? I have to find one that actually has stuff in it. 4 per minute. Yeah, so we're making plenty. but the system has to stay on long enough for us to make 60 a minute. I think we just have to take some of these that have a bunch of biofuel in them and spread them out a little bit until I have a better system. I could probably afford to do the same thing I did over at the Caterium plant and make a bin for fueling this up so that if I ever need emergency stuff, I can also throw wood and leaves in there. So I think I'll do that really quick. Okay, I added the storage bin and just added some leaves and wood in here. It's already dispersed and gone through, but I think everything is balancing out now. These end ones just don't receive very many, which they should. It should fill up at the front and then not be a problem. But if the power keeps going out, it doesn't have enough time to back up like that. But it's fine, we'll leave it for now, and then once this is empty, we will take our things out, and there should be plenty of backup at that point. Yeah, there's biofuel making it to the end of the line. I think we supplement it with a few more leaves and pieces of wood, and it should be fine. Alright, so I think that's fixed, and now we have our hard drive. It keeps giving me the same ones. Deuterium wire, copper rotor. This might be all that's available to me right now. So we're actually going to leave this in here because I don't want these recipes. And this, if you leave them in here, will stop the pool, like stop these from appearing in the next hard drive. So we're just going to leave them alone, actually. But now there's just one last thing to do, and that's put our smart plating into our space elevator. So let's go do it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, here we go. Space elevator, smart plating in. We're going to seal it. Oh, hello? Go away. I'm trying to do something here. Okay, I'm hiding on top of the space elevator now. Let's go ahead and send this up. And now... oh yeah, that's sick. But I think that's it for this video, so thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be back here very soon, and we are about to enter Tier 3 and 4, and that's where things are going to get a little crazy. And until next time, I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.